It's a 3-mana 7/3. He might be setting up for the Ruination, which would be pretty bad for us. What was I saying? And unless we can kill the Maokai with this card, I think his spells burst anyway, so we probably lose here. We almost have lethal. Hold on. Okay, now we lose. Hey everybody, Grimsies here, back again with another video for you. And today we're going to be answering some questions for you. Questions like, do you hate yourself? Would you hurt yourself to hurt your enemies? Do you like vampires and or bloodsucking? Well then, boy, do we have the deck for you. So today we're going to be looking at a Freljord Noxus VLAD self-hate aggro deck. It's a lot of fun. I think it's a pretty unique play style in this game. You're doing a lot of stuff where, like, Blade's Edge is a weird card, but like in this deck it can be so useful. You can deal 1 to an enemy, you can deal 1 to one of your allies to proc an ability. You know, stuff Transfusion, which sounds like a bad spell, deal 1 to an ally to give another ally +2/+2, actually has some good value in this deck. So it's got a very unique play style that's aggressive, but then also can extend out in the mid-range. It has some pretty obvious weaknesses, and that if you can't actually damage this unit, then this is just a 0/3, which is pathetic. A lot of them are very understated if you can't deal damage to them. But with the addition of this new landmark that they dropped in the latest expansion, the deck is more viable now than it ever has been before. I'll say that. It feels a lot better to play with the Scargrounds out. Now I have 3 in the deck right now. You could probably drop it down to 2. 3 feels like too much because, yeah, like having 2 Scargrounds out can give +2/+0, but it just, you only need 1 is the thing. I had 2, I wasn't drawing into it at all. So I put 3 in, and now I'm drawing into it way too often. So you could probably replace one of these. But let's go through the deck. So we've got Blade's Edge, 2 of, Elixir of Iron, 3 of. So these are some combat tricks we have. 3 Unscarred Reavers, 3 Crimson Disciples. So this is kind of our early game creature base here. So we have 0/3s, but more often than not become 3 2s. And then we have a 2 for 2/3 that deals 1 damage to enemy nexus. We have Death Lotus, just a 1 of, deal 1 to all battling units. This obviously can be a huge power spike in our direction if you time it correctly, and can possibly even wipe out the opponent's board if you combine it with someone like Ember Maiden and or Tarkaz that are both dealing 1 to all units. We have 2 Transfusions, 2 Troll Chants. These are our combat tricks to help us proc the surviving damage abilities and just help us get better trades in combat. Crimson Curator's pretty helpful, 3 of or 3/3. Stat line's okay, but really you're using them to refill your hands. 2 Culling Strikes. This helps us remove problematic champions like Tarek or Ribbon, Katarina, for example. A lot of the early game. This is just kind of our solid all-around removal card. 1 of Ember Maiden. You could probably honestly swap out a Scargrounds for Ember Maiden. On her own, she's okay in the deck, but with the Scargrounds is where she really shines. So if you can pull both of these, then you look really good. 1 of Noctine Guillotine. We have a lot of pinging everything for 1, so late game you could essentially clear their entire board with this. Scarthane Stefan, and again understated until you ping him, and then he becomes very strong. Scargrounds, I mean, when an ally survives damage, you get +1/+0 and tough. So in case you don't understand what that means for the deck, tough means that every time something is pinged for 1, it doesn't take any damage. It's considered as taking damage, but its health doesn't go down because of the tough, preventing the 1 damage. So essentially you get free procs on all your people, whether it's to deal 1 damage, whether it's to give them extra damage, anything like that. So that's kind of like, this is a very, very efficient value generator for the deck. 2 of Braum. Obviously regenerates good in this deck. Challenger, he can grow to be pretty strong as well, which is weird for him. 1 of Crimson Awakener, 2 of Legion Veteran. So this is an easy way to proc your surviving damage again, and then as well as Legion Veteran just adds extra value. Scargrounds kind of takes his place, but we like the 4/5 body. So I find that he's just okay in the deck. You could possibly replace him. Tark has a Tribalist. It's only on attack, which is why ability is okay, but at least you can proc it better. But 5 for a 5/8 is good regardless. Vlad, I mean, I don't really need to explain this. I feel like this whole deck is centered around him. And once you have the Scargrounds out, his ability is insane. Scarmother Vinra, Basilisk Bloodseeker, and Captain Farron make up the top of our curve. I did one of each to give it a couple of different win cons. Captain Farron, obviously, you get instant 12 damage in hand. It's so useful for closing out games. Basilisk Bloodseeker can be combined because it's deal 1 damage to an ally in an enemy 4 times. So it's both removal as well as proccing your surviving damage 4 times. So they'll take damage on the first if you have Scargrounds out, and then the other 3 they won't take any damage from. So this is a really good power swing card on top of it being on a 7/7 overall body, which makes it good. And then Scarmother Vinra is really just the strongest of the surviving damage cards, but in my experience, in my usage, she's just okay. I think the Bloodseeker and Captain Farron are much better, but thematically we want to include her for flavor, you know. So that's the deck. I have a couple of good games for you, and then I'll catch you next time. So we have a little bit of spooky karma here. Hopefully we can race her down. This is a pretty slow opening hand. We can keep the Braum for now, but we need some early plays. Okay. Unscarred Reaper isn't bad. Oh, and the Scargrounds. It's such a good card, but the turn 3 loss of tempo does suck a little bit. But then once you have it out, you just like generate infinite value in this deck. Alright, more late game stuff. That's not good. Not good for us at all. Oh, drop that for free. Okay. He's gonna get the drop. Oh, we could kill that next turn if we want to. But then it'd beat our whole turn. It'd just be that. Which is not optimal, but otherwise he gets to draw 2 cards with it, which really isn't worth it for us. Okay, so I would drop Braum here, but then our whole board is 0 damage units, so if we actually have to drop something with attack power, it's turn 5 and we don't know damage. Okay, that's good. That's good. It uses it on that. That's fine. Good news is he can't drain any of my guys for 1. Bad news is we need to find a way to proc their abilities. Okay, Karma. Okay, Karma. So we can Basilisk Bloodseeker next turn and see how that goes. 1 to an ally and 1 to an enemy 4 times. Oh, don't kill my Braum. That's rude. He gets 2 attack now. Oh my gosh. Oh, he was already tough. That was dumb, huh? So let's see. Let's see how this ability works. Deal 1 to an ally 4 times. Deal 1 to an enemy 4 times. So Braum takes no damage from this, which is cool. And Karma dies. And we still can't proc any of the okay. Maybe it would have been better to do it to one of these. Yeah. Hey, that's just growing pains though. This card seems pretty good actually. Because even though we did it on Braum, we're still threatening a ton of damage. Okay. Now that gets tough. Just such good removal. Maybe you could reduce the cost by 1, but still, it's such a good card. What's he got? Okay. So pathetic. Alright, we have to go in. She's just gonna the Ruination or something 2 turns from now. So. Okay, a little bit worrying that he leaves this up. I don't like that. Like, why take 8 on the chin there? Okay, Captain Farron's good. We'll probably save him for after the board wipe. So no board wipe this turn. So maybe we might drop the Curator. Okay. So we could use Blade Dance, I think it's called. That would be pretty cool right now. Okay. So we'll send them in. We have to do the combat tricks before we can react. Now, he's gonna block Braum anyways, because that's the best block here. Let's go like this. Anything up your sleeve, sir? Elementals? Okay, it's got a couple spells. One thing up both sleeves. Okay, that's... I don't know if he knows what he's doing. I guess he'll make our boards super powered. Like, and you don't deal any damage because they're tough. Oh, I wish I could do that to my own board. God damn. I won this game a long time ago. Now this is the kind of board state you can expect with this deck. GG? GG, I guess? Just Maokai, huh? So maybe some budget deep deck where they couldn't afford Nautilus. Let's see. The Bloodseeker. We send Scargrounds. One of we sends. I'm thinking of going back down to 2 Scargrounds. Alright. The Blade's Edge is good here. Yeah, so it's just a deep deck. Okay. Disciple. We'll probably go Scarthane next turn. And then attack because we can't afford to waste the whole turn on the Scargrounds. Because once the alright, see, yeah. Oh, and we play Scargrounds. Okay, so that was intentional. Clearly intentional. We're just trying to bait out removal. That was obviously what we totally meant to do, so. Okay, now we can attack. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Falling Strike is okay. I'd like to use it on a Maokai if we could, but... Troll Chant here. It's gonna get her tough. We'll deal 1 damage. Give her +1 attack. The value engine has begun. Did we just do it? We just go all out with Scargrounds? Maybe. Maybe this is the way. Okay. So these powder monkeys I don't really care about. They only do 1 damage to my guys, and we kind of want them to block with them, so. We'll hold up the transfusion just in case. I don't know what combat tricks he would have besides like straight up Shadow Isles removal, so. He might choose not to block. Okay, good. Good. It's a 3 mana 7/3. Okay. Fair. So he has a full board, but no Maokai. So he's not getting to deep as nearly as fast as he needs to. All right, you asked for it. We're coming in. We're knocking on the door this turn. We can elixir of iron here. Actually, maybe it's transfusion. Maybe it's transfusion. This nets him taking the same damage, but just gives him more attack. He might be setting up for the ruination, which would be pretty bad for us. But there's not really much we can do about that, so just hope he doesn't have it, I guess. What was I saying? Okay, we hit the reset button. We still have this little trick up our sleeve here. Oh, okay. So we're looking for anyone on the top of our curve right now. Literally anybody. Oh, we just went deep. Not good for our health. Still looking for the top of our curve. Captain Farron. Vlad's okay. A 6/6 regenerate. Really a 6/10, am I right? So we'll ping him for 1. Because it's going to give him 2 attack and tough. And this way he can at least trade with a sea monster. Culling Strike is now... We can kill that, but it's pretty much garbage. Maokai's about to level up. Okay, he keeps going. What is he searching for? Who knows? Okay. Oh, he has to go hard. That's interesting. Unexpected. Alright, the sea monsters are out. Legion of Veteran isn't a bad pull, but not great still. Oh, we still die. Ah. No, we have tough. We have tough. So we'll just keep him alive. If we can. I mean, he might have another one for all we know. Casual 12-2. Tough. Regenerate. Okay, so Maokai is officially leveled up. He must have him in hand. He has 6 cards left in his deck. So I can't even fathom how he wouldn't have it in his hand. Captain Farron still wouldn't save us though. The Basilisk could be okay. Ah. I see. Was he scared? Why did I only toss one card? Because the other one's Maokai. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, so that already trades. Yeah, so that must be Maokai because he can't toss it. But that means we win unless he can toss something. He'd have to use Go Hard, right? I think that's the only way. You have to go hard in more copies of stuff. Alright, let's go. Big draw. Big draw here. Right? Because it's either go hard or he loses. Okay, he's coming in. Okay. I don't like he's thinking about it, which I don't like. Create a Maokai in your deck. Okay. That nets him an extra turn. So he's had 3 Maokais in his deck the whole time? In his hand? Okay, so he has to play a creature here. Has to play a creature. He now has 2 turns. I have 3. So we're ahead on. We have turn advantage right now. Is this Gecko guy? Ah, we no longer have turn advantage. Captain Farron, we like. We like a little Captain Farron in our lives. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's see what kind of game we're playing here. Just gonna start dropping axes. I don't know what else to do. We're gonna be off by how much damage? We have 8, 9, so 4 damage. Okay, so he's out of cards again. Can he shuffle another card in his deck? Yes, he can, because he can use the Maokai spell. Alright, let's create a Crimson unit. Okay, that's not the best one. And unless we can kill the Maokai with this card, I think his spells burst anyway, so we probably lose here. Okay. I mean, this is the best draw we could have asked for at this point in the game, so. We almost have lethal. 6 plus 4 is 10. 11. We actually might have it, unless he has more healing. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Okay. Yup. It's that easy, guys. It's that easy. Wow. Good game. Good game. And that's the self-hate aggro deck. Hold on. Hold the phone.